Hi everyone, this is Mary Seidel. I'm actually here today to show you what I have made for Tamika's stuffed pocket swap. If everybody knows Tamika, or even you don't, you need to go out and check out her channel. I will have the link down below. But this month's swap was a stuffed pocket, and there were different categories, and I was in the mystical or fantasy, and this is what I have decided to make. This is it all put together, and I do apologize for the glare, but what I did was a teacup, and I made it into a little fairy's house. And as you can see, she's got her little mouse laying on its little hammock off the flower, and then she's got her little garden on the side, and then I put some lace around the handle and trim around the spout, and then I made the actual pot itself into the pocket, and then I actually put a door on, and this is all made out of paper. I actually got the template off of Pinterest. I get a lot of my templates off of Pinterest. There's a lot there that you can go in and click on free downloads, and you can pick them up there. I put some lace across here, and then on the doors I got some paper at Joann's that was little bricks, so I cut out the frame and put it over the little doors, and then I glossy accent a lot of spots, and then I put some I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but I put like some little glitter things that go on nails around it, so it looks kind of like fairy-like. And then inside, as you can see, I have it stuffed with some stuff, and those are the requirements, and I'm going to show you in a minute what each is. And then on the back I put the other part of it because it didn't fit inside the bag. So basically what is all inside of here is, of course, my tag, and I have some string for it to hang off of the package with, and then some eyelash yarn or trim or whatever you want to call it that accents the back of the fairy. And I packaged it in this little bag with a little decorated top, very simple and plain. And then I also crocheted 3 little flowers, and then I put a little embellishment off of the top of it to decorate it a little bit. And that's what that looks like. And then I also was required to make a 3x3 card. Oh, sorry. We're required to make a tag, and that would a shape tag, and that's what this one is my shape tag. And I just have it laying on just some of that white paper that you can get at Joann's. It's the 110 weight. It's really stiff and nice to work with. Can't print very well with it because it doesn't go through the printer very well, but it's very nice to do a plain black background with. And then we were required to make a flower, and if you made a small one, make a couple. Well, I just made small ones, but I made 3. I crocheted 2 daisies, and then a another little flower. And if you didn't kind of notice, there's like daisies throughout the fairies. And then I printed off this little fairy and put her on as an embellishment with a little flower on top of a flower on top of a flower on top of a bead. And then I made my note card, and of course I followed the theme of the note card. And then I saw this one girl make out of this flower die that I got from I think it was off of Wish. I believe I got this one, but I've seen them on eBay, and I've also seen them on AliExpress, but I actually got this one off of this die off of Wish. And then I used a sticker off of my my little fairy sticker sheets. I don't know if you've seen them. I've included them sometimes inside of packaging. I have a ton of these stickers that I got really inexpensive. Well, actually, they're from my store. I was selling them in my store, but I never got that far. And these are Susie Zoo's. And the card had a matching envelope, and the matching envelope, all I did was just decorate the top of it with a shadow of a fairy, and then put again a piece of that flower and then a couple of other little flowers. This one and that one I got Michael's, and that one right there I got, I think, off a Wish also. And then the little fairies that I have, if you look at them closely, they are the Tinkerbell fairies, you know, from Tink's collection. And these are actually tattoos that I use to put them on. I like using tattoos a lot. Pick up tons of different types of tattoos, and they make great little designs and stuff. And then I made this little tiny book. It says Fairy Notes, and they do open up. There's pages in them, and I saw this girl on YouTube who made them out of the foam. You cut the foam to the size you want, and then you can cut your paper to the size you want, and then you use those ring things from like your beads and stuff, and then I hung a little dangle off of it, and I put a little in here, a little glitter or sequins to kind of give it a little bit more bling to it, because fairies have a lot of bling and glitter with them. And then this is what the teapot looks like without nothing in it, to give you an idea. I've used paper on it. I've used trims and ribbons and lace and some flowers. And then a shadow of a fairy on top of her house. And then some more little flowers on it. And then the back I really didn't do much with. I kind of left it plain because, as you saw, I put something else in the back of it. And then we were supposed to make a currently. And this is my little currently. And what I have done with her is I put some gold around the trim. This is actually a free image from off Pinterest that you can print out of the little fairy. What I did was I put glossy accented her eyes and lips, and then I put a little heart in the flower. It's one of those that I got from the Target for, you know, that Target where they have all those little things on sale really cheap for like scrapbooking or for planners and that kind of stuff. And then I used it's Scribbles. This is what it actually is. It's 3D paint by Scribbles, and it's the crystal gel, and it's the sparkle one. This one works really good for making things shine and glisten. As you can see, as I move her back and forth, her wings are nice and shiny, and then the lantern as well. And I like using that. I also like another one by Tim Holtz that is a sparkle with glitter, but I can't find that no more, so I've started using this other, and I really like it. And then the last thing I made is, the book isn't required. What we were required to make is some embellishments and pins. And I thought, well, if I'm going to make pins, I might as well make a little book to put them in. And this is the little book I made. This is actually made out of felt. No, not felt. Fleece. I got remnants of fleece at Joann's, really cheap. And then I put some lace over top of it. And then I actually printed this out on the printable sheets that you can get at Joann's, printable fabric. And then I put, you know, some little lace going around it here and there, and made little bows out of the lace. And then on the inside, I put a flower. I got this off of Wish as well, on top of another little piece of the fleece that I cut down with my jagged scissors, and put a ribbon around it. And then these are my little stick pins that I made. We're required to have at least a couple of beads on it, or pearls, a spacer in it. And then I added this butterfly on this one. And this one here is actually a little charm that says thank you. And I actually put a picture of a fairy on the other side and glossy accented it and hung it off of the bead. And then this one here, I just made a little dangle bead to hang off of it. And I really like those little glass beads. See if it comes in. Aren't those pretty? I love those. And that's the little bead I made going off of it. And then my embellishments that I made, I took and printed out little fairies, again off of Pinterest. I glossy accent them, and then I crocheted around them. And they can add them into flowers as centerpieces, or they can use them however they want as little embellishments. But I enclosed those as well. Made a little pocket here. And that is what all comes in my stuffed pocket for my people that I'm swapping with on Tamika's stuffed pocket swap for the month of July. You guys should go check her out. Check out the people who are in my group as well as the others by going to Tamika's blog. There's all kinds of talented subbies. Look for their videos as well of the stuff they make. And Tamika will do a video after she gets all the packages in of everybody's stuff. She shows them each individually so that everybody can see what was made, and then she'll send them out to us and we'll get to see them as well. I hope everybody has a great day, enjoys life, and has fun.